All right, so all right, mic check. We do a mic check first. Chevy, are you hearing me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ali, are you hearing me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you heard Chevy a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay, Trudy hearing me loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Nicole hearing me loud and clear. You sound a bit low though. You sound a bit low here. All right. So now we're going to continue with our thingy, right? Give me just a second here, please. One second here, please. Just 1 second. All right. Now, so we're analyzing the second picture here. Now, so of course the person obviously placed this leaf into the hot water bath and allowed it to boil for a few minutes. Right. The reason for that, you want the leaf to get a bit um hardish like or softer. Then now they place it into ethanol. So the reason for placing it into ethanol is that they use the ethanol to remove the chlorophyll from it. That when you're going to place the iodine solution, they can see, right? So they remove chlorophyll with ethanol. That's obviously you know we can extract chlorophyll with the use of alcohol. Now alcohol is used in many experiments to extract substances. All right. Now so they basically what they do, they took the leaf from the hot water bath, placed it in a test tube. So it's not necessarily another beaker. It's a test tube. So leaf apparatus. The most definitely apparatus. Leaf is not an apparatus. Alright? That's what is used. So the leaf will be on top to remove it. Of course, you know, both beakers. The same beaker is not two different beakers, it's the same. On a wire gauge, then the traffic suspends the wire gauge in the air, and then burns the heat. Now, in a few minutes after it's covered, the leaf, it's like a song. It's like a song, right? CONG, a song, and the basic nutrition, yes, and the nutrition that has the iodine solution. Sometimes you can leaf on a piece of, a piece of, a piece of iodine, right? So sometimes I use that. It's in a second, folks. In a second there. Yes. So sometimes I use a piece of white tile. Then they'll drip some of the iodine solution to cover the leaf itself. The leaf is covered in iodine solution. And they wait for a few seconds to a minute or more. And they recognize what they observe now with their eyes is that parts of the leaf, the iodine solution was changed to blue black, right? To suggest that starch was formed. And they notice now that the area that was covered, there was no blue black coloration right there. So that's all you're supposed to do. Take your time and go through the pictures. So when you read it through, it would appear as if you are there seeing the person do the experiment or you yourself doing it. So just keep it up, you're not gonna learn a thing from it. That's interesting, right? You want to you know that it's safe in picture one. What the A in cover shows as a title, shows that it was the one being experimented on, and the other people that that is correct.
Test for starch.
The test for starch. And not well, they did a starch test, but that was not the aim of the experiment, really, Ali.
To
Yeah.
see if starch is present in the leaves, something like that.
No.
You know what?
Well, what they did, all right, what they did, Let me see if Chevelle can
Oh,
redeem herself. Wait, Alia. Chevelle can redeem herself. Chevelle, yeah, redeem herself.
Sir, in your explanation, you said that the leaf was covered.
Yeah, if it's covered, right?
Yes, sir.
If it's covered, it means that I am hiding that part of the leaf. What would I be hiding the leaf from?
the sun.
Good. So if I'm hiding that part of the leaf, I'm from the sun.
So you're trying to say if,
Okay, Alia, good.
I was saying like, you're trying to say if light,
Uh-huh.
if like, you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just, photosynthesis have to do light or something.
Precisely. To say photosynthesis can occur without light. That is it. Even if it that way, it'll be correct. Right? So the aim in covering the leaf, you know. In covering the leaf, you know, hide from sunlight. Good. But the aim of covering the leaf, you hide from sunlight. Yes, surely.
Sir, when you have my paper.
What you have on your paper?
I don't remember.
You want to madness,
Sir,
right?
was it right or wrong?
Let me check it. Well, check my phone. And that's why I have to do the assignment on time here.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That do you start charge for late assignments. So nobody have for the assignments late. You get charged first. See your start, man. See your start. No good business. I'm looking for a worksheet. Hold on, give me a second. You guys never performed so well on the paper. Never did perform so well. It wasn't so bad, but it wasn't so good. Alright, so that your answer was same cover needs to show that conforms areas with light and not dark areas.
Okay, okay.
I think I did give it correct. Okay, can you tell now? Alright. Now the apparatus now. Yeah.
Beaker, tripod stand, the wedges and the burner.
Yeah, those are the answers. That's why I feel I said. I that's fine. Now, when it's an outline procedure, here go step by step. Have to do step by step. You cannot just write it so. Very good in the past tense. All the procedures must be past tense, so are relations, right? Now, a leaf was placed in a beaker. Now get ready. Over burn to boil. There was then place. There was then place. Wait, Chevron, you're there right and sleep. It was then placed in a small beaker with ethanol. Whatever test you that we correctly or certain the picture never really tell you that clearly. I give it mark same way. Then place a bigger bead of water over the burner. So it's a very good. The leaf was placed in a petri dish in iodine solution. Alright, so basically that was it. So in a nutshell, right? In some cases you could say the reason for ethanol, but you never know. So don't penalize it for that. So very good answer the question. That was well done. No problem. Just a few something to work on. What was the aim now of the experiment? Now this not sound right. To find out what caused the middle of the leaf to be different color. No. Remember, that was the aim of the experiment. And this is where you get points for interpretation. You have to interpret the thing properly. Go through it over and start and say, wait, what could this possibly be? You think. So ladies, any worksheet me give you, think before you write them. Not just pop an answer. Yeah. Just think about that, right? Now, so now, what was the aim of the experiment? The aim of the experiment, what was that?
No, not you.
Okay. The aim of the experiment was to find out if, as Alia said earlier, if sunlight is needed for photosynthesis. That was the aim of the experiment because that's why we had covered that part of the external control. in an experiment. The control is not a part of the experiment. So I will be a control, right? A part of the illusion covered, but what conclusion can you draw from the experiment? And I think you did this well. The area that the leaf may have, the area of the leaf may have not been sunlight, therefore causing not to form. So you conclude that sunlight is that's what all this. I don't know where but anyway, most persons that is correct, so don't need to what effect would dead corns have on the food web? What effect would the dead corns have on the food? Would they have on the food web? What do you know the customers? No, you can't answer that. Yeah. No. What if we eliminate this altogether? Let's think about it. The grasshopper would possibly die out because that's all the grasshopper eat, according to the picture. The corn. Says the grasshopper now get no corn to eat, they're gonna starve to death. Isn't that obvious?
Yes.
And if the rat only eat the grasshopper, then the rat are gonna starve to death too.
Sir, that was my answer.
Yeah, Mark, correct.
Oh.
Right? So you have to look on the picture and analyze it and tell me what you think. Don't just look on it just so and stare upon it, sir. Discuss it, talk to yourself, get mad. Yeah, nothing wrong to get mad. Get mad. Talk to yourself. Make somebody say, but yeah, get mad. You just look on them and say, huh? And continue getting mad. But you have to talk to the picture, make the picture talk to you. How do you talk to the picture? By asking questions. Alright? But guess something else will happen as well. If the grasshopper dead, then guess what? There'll be competition for butterfly between the frog and the dragonfly. There'll be competition for the fruit fly between the thrush and the frog and even the dragonfly. So you're going to find that the population of the butterfly and of the fruit fly will start to decrease at a much what? Faster rate. You understand? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So you have to analyze the thing, you know? Analyze the thing. Because if we don't have the grasshopper for eat, all right, let's imagine now. We have a household, right? So you have about 5 people in the household. And you have one, let's say, one per, everybody eat bread. You have bread bun, and you have crackers. Now, if the crackers done, then there'll be competition for the bread and the bun. And the bread and the bun are going to be done much faster than it would have normally would have. Isn't that so? Am I wrong? Yeah? Good. So it's the same thing in the food web. Good. Now, if the rat gone, the python are going to eat enough more wolf, enough more frog. So there'll be competition between the python and the eagle. Well, of course, eagle name the python. So, right? But that's the food web. So that's how you analyze it, folks. You have to analyze it. I will not be in the exam to analyze it for you, so you have to practice. Clear? You have to practice, all right? All right, let's move on now. So what effect would the elimination of rats have on the food then? Now we have answered all that, right? Talk about the competition. Somebody mentioned the word increase and so forth. Now, next question to the class. Next question to the class. Well, said there would be no source of food for the eagle and the python to survive. But was that true? The reason ever market is it true? Remember, say it's not only the rat alone, the python eat the wolf. It's not only the rat alone, the eagle eat. The eagle also eat the wolf and the thrush. So they would have food. And the eagle also eat the frog. And so does the python eat the frog. So I couldn't mark that right. So why Chevel? Chevel, show why I couldn't mark it correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So moving on now. Create your own definition of a food chain. Very good. More than one food chains combined together. Simple and to the point and perfectly written. Very good. More than one food chains combined together. Job well done. And the picture you use, I take it out of a book. Chevel, no, I make sure.
Sir,
Yeah.
everything written on this views from the picture, sir.
All right. Great. Great. That means you're on our way to getting a grade one. The more I give you guys worksheets like this and you use your head and what the information on this worksheet given, that will help you more. All right? So good job. Create food chain using the web. Well done. I hope somebody taking a leaf out of your book to see how they should have done that. I marked it wrong. Trudy, you're the culprit.
What is it, sir?
You know what you did. You can't have two consumers in the same thing, no. And our food will be alright. You're at a food chain. And if you're observing, you'd have seen the example in front of you. So you should never make that mistake then. Okay. Now use the picture, sorry, above to assist in answering the questions below. Name the consumer which obtained the least amount of energy from the food chain it created. The answer would have been the eagle. Because if you realize, well, it wasn't this picture that I was really referring to. It was the one above. But obviously, the top carnivore would have received the least amount of energy. Clear? Clear, clear, clear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Now, name the consumer which obtained the most amount of energy from the food chain you created. So let's look at the food chain that she created. And the answer was the butterfly, which is correct. The herbivore. So herbivores, they are the ones who get the most out of it. The reason being, when you consume something, you get energy from it. But you use that energy for other activities in your body, for growth, for the other organs to function, etc. But you also lose that energy too. When you respire, you lose heat energy. When you sweat, you lose heat energy. So if the herbivore is using up energy and losing energy, then when you eat that herbivore, you'll get less energy. Because it's not the energy that the herbivore get from the plant, and use up some of that. Notice now. The plant initially use energy. So every step of the way, somebody use energy. So what you are getting is the what left. And that's why people might say, boy, I can't with the vegetarian diet, I can't with the herbivorous consumption. I prefer be a carnivore or an omnivore. The bottom line is that being a carnivore is worse than being an omnivore. Because an omnivore is someone that consumes both plant food and animal products. That's an omnivore. While a carnivore is just a cannibalize the thing, just a eat bare animal product, nothing, no plant. All right, no plant. So I'm advising you guys, if eat to be as best as you can as herbal, especially in today's society when they are poisoning the food that you eat. I was in Florida for the summer, and someone told me in the supermarket where I was in Walmart that they inject the poison in the chicken wing. So all who love eat chicken wing, yeah, nyam poison. That's where them put the hormones them, we toxicate the chicken. When you eat it, become toxic to your body. And cancer, right now, I don't even know if you have cancer. Because cancer don't give you no warning, you know. When it knock on your door, that's it. Boy, I go to the doctor, you're dead today. It's a cancer. So, you then?
But sir,
Yes, Chevelle, go ahead.
in general, women especially should really eat chicken because it gives us fibroids.
Oh, should not eat chicken.
Yes, sir, that give us fibroids.
Very good. Everybody heard Ali, I heard her?
Yeah.
What did she say?
Woman should not eat chicken like give her fibroids.
Very good. So you're hearing her clearly. So women should not eat chicken because it gives us what? Not us, sorry. It gives you fibroids. It gives you fibroids, right? Good. So please bear that in mind. Thank you very much, Chevelle, for that for your input right there. Thank you very much. So it's very vital. Very vital. Now, next part of the question. It says, which is the best? I think you missed out part of the question here. Let me check it. Either I miss it out or you just press enter and it go down to that. Let me check it. Oh, you just press enter, sorry. So, which is best to feed chickens on worms or corns? Give a reason for your answer. Well, it's a corns because it is a plant. Corns because it is a plant which is a producer, while the worms would have to have had food source before. That sound to mix up.
By some TV?
So that now go work out. Alright? That sound to mix up, so you can't get a point for that. Sorry. What you should have said. Let me see if the great Trudy now gave a good answer. Trudy's response was, corn is best to feed chickens because it is. There was no great response there, Trudy. None at all. You're not laughing at that one too. All right, let's continue. Now, yes, the answer is corn. But if you had used the chart again, it stay within that same line because corn would have provided the chicken with more what? Energy.
Energy.
That's the answer.
Sir, I don't do that right. I don't know.
That you did it right. But that you never did right. Okay. But good try. And this teacher does not give you half a mark. So I think the full mark. And what I give you for 1 mark, he might give you 2 or 3 marks. But my 1 mark means your answer complete. That's what my one mark mean, alright? So if the answer not complete, then you know say You know, on one mark I get in a film class. All right. No. Here we go. No, 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 like seriously no. Let us analyze the picture again. And folks, if the next time we give you something and you not follow what me I tell you in the class, so whether or not me stand up in front there with a big stick or me the online are the same thing if you do. You know, a regular classroom, you use the ears and you use the eye them. That's what you use. So, me not see difference. Good? So you have to listen and follow. Take carbon cycle. This arrow is coming down. See, me read it. The arrow coming down. So we know that this blue part represent the atmosphere, the sky, the whatever, right? So carbon dioxide in air. Carbon dioxide in air enters the living thing, the living things by means of photosynthesis. Okay? It enters the animals when they eat these plants that photosynthesize. So that's how it enters living things. That's how it what? Enters living things. Good? Now, how it leave living things is when they what? Respire. When they respire. Then of course, how it gets back into the atmosphere is respiration and factory emission, vehicles emission. That's what the picture tells us. And of course, when bacteria decomposes the dead plants or dead animals, and they respire, respiration again. So we have analyzed the picture. Folks, you have to read the picture. You see for yourself today in the earlier sessions that the exam will give you a concept that you have to read. And they will also give you a picture that you have to read. You are going to see this exam and they're going to say, thank God that man knew what he was doing. Yes. It happened last exam year. Yeah. One of my students from Cayman Islands, she said when she was in the exam, she said that man knew what he was doing. That was for the math exam. And she passed the exam. So folks, a word to the wise is sufficient. I've done it in 2013. And I was teaching some students from JIX. And those students, the students who came to the final session, they were happy they came to the final session. Because when they went to the exam, it was the very same things that I discussed came on the exam. And one of my students is currently doing nursing. His name is Andre, and he's at Northern Cabin University. He got grade 1 for human and social biology and grade 2 for maths. So I'm telling you guys, you must pay attention. And that year, most of my students passed HSB, if not all. Most of them passed maths except for one person. So I'm just telling you, you have to follow instructions, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies rather. If you fail to follow instructions, prepare to fail your exams. All right. Now, name the two processes by which carbon enters the body of animals. And I mentioned them. Photosynthesis and feeding. Because remember, the feeding, is nutrition. Good? Plants and the air is no process, my dear. Plants is not a series of related events. No, they are not. Neither the air. So that is totally wrong. All right? Totally wrong. Think, think, think. List 3 ways by which carbon returns to the atmosphere when plants and animals respire and combustion. It's actually two you get correct because you could have also mentioned, I think, truly play it smart and use respiration, vehicles emission, factory emission. But both of them combined would have been combustion simple. Both of them burn into place. So use a picture now above to write a brief paragraph explaining the carbon cycle. Well, I think you did a good job on this. Carbon dioxide in air is taken up by the plants, which is released through respiration. It is then eaten by animals. What is eaten by animals? Carbon dioxide? No. You have to be
Okay.
careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your carbon dioxide so far is the subject of your paragraph. So if I am seeing this subject of your paragraph, I'm going to say it is the pronoun it is representing the carbon dioxide. So that not gonna work around here. Not gonna work around here. No. No. So me get correct because you have some of the ideas tonight, right? Let me get correct, but it's one for properly constructed. Alright. Here is our final part of the question. Let's look at this now. Nitrogenous oxide from fossil fuels falls as nitric acid in the rain. So you recognize that nitrous oxide from fossil fuels. So when you burn the fossil fuels, good, as you can see right here, the factory, burn the fossil fuels. This part of it is pollution. All right, I did not look at there's another part of the possible because I didn't look at, right? Because I didn't teach the pollution as yet. That's why I didn't carry it to that part of the question. But this is where the pollution takes place. So when the lightning strikes, lightning creates soil nitrates. And then guess what? You will have what? Acid rain. And that runoff from nitrates in forming enters the water. So the nitrates from farming is like when the farmer is planting and he uses fertilizers. And those fertilizers, when the rain falls, it runs off into the river. That will kill the fishes in the seas. It will kill them. Because the fish can't breathe nitrogen. Yes, it will kill them. All right? Now, the bacteria now, watch this now, the air, 78% of the air is what? Nitrogen gas. That is absorbed by the bacteria in the soil and also in water. And those bacteria fix the nitrogen from the air. And the ones that, notice they're in the soil, right? They're in the water and they're also in the soil. Because you know they have plants in water too, right? So they need nitrogen. Now, the bacteria converts the nitrogen into what? Nitrates. So the plants obtain nitrate ions from the soil, good, and water, bacteria. So my question to the class now, the movement of nitrite ions from the soil to into the plants, rather, which of the three type of movements that is? Is it active transport, osmosis, or is it diffusion?
The movement.
Come again?
What is it?
The movement of the nitrite ions from the soil to the plant inside the plant is referred to what? Is it diffusion, active transport, or osmosis? Which is it? Which is it? Huh? Nobody know the answer for the I and I? Come on, folks, you should know. Nobody can answer that question. Judy, Chevelle.